Students, now we can see about the semi-technical description of a typical flowering plant. See, when we want to describe a flowering plant, we can explain it or describe it based on the morphological features present in them. Okay, the description should be very brief, it should not be elaborate. Okay, and it should be in simple and scientific language. We have to use simple language and scientific language, and it should be presented in a proper sequence. Okay, in which sequence we have to present it? First we have to explain, or we have to describe the habit. Then we have to give the vegetative characters like the root, stem and the leaves. And then we have to give the floral characters like the inflorescence and the flower parts. Okay, and after describing all these parts, then we have to give the floral diagram and the floral formula. Now what is a floral formula? That is, the floral formula is represented by symbols. It gives us the details about the flower. It gives the description of a flower in symbolic manner. That is what a floral formula. So here various letters are used. Various letters and symbols are used to denote various characteristics. Okay. Now we can see here some of that descriptions are given in this slide. BR, you can see the letter BR, capital BR. If it is given, it denotes the flower is bracteate. What do you mean by bracteate? They are having a small leaf-like structure. Near the pedicel, you can see a small leaf-like green colored structure. If it is present, then we can say the flower is bracteate. Okay. Then K stands for calyx. When we want to denote any characteristic features related to the calyx, we can use the letter K. K stands for calyx. Then C stands for corolla. Okay. Then P stands for perianth. Okay, that is what is perianth. When the calyx and corolla are not differentiated in the flower, we say it as a perianth. Okay, so that a perianth can be represented by the letter P. Then A can be used for denoting androecium. Okay, male reproductive organ, that is androecium, can be denoted by the letter A. Then G can be used for denoting gynoecium. And if it is superior ovary, if the ovary is superior, we can show a line below it. Okay, if you write G and draw a line below it, it denotes a superior ovary. Then if you want to show inferior ovary, we can draw a line above it. Okay, this shows that it is inferior ovary. Okay, then for male flowers, we can show it as like this, a circle and an arrow. This shows that it is a male. Okay. Then for female, we can show it a round and a plus below it. That is female. Then for bisexual flowers, we can show a circle, below it a plus and above it an arrow. This is what a bisexual flowers. Then the round with a plus is actinomorphic. What is actinomorphic? It is radial symmetry. That is, the flower can be cut into many equal halves in any plane. That is actinomorphic. Then zygomorphic, just a percentage. Okay, here you can see a percentage you can put. That denotes zygomorphic. Zygomorphic means it is bilateral symmetry. That is, we can get two equal halves when we cut the flower or divide the flower only in one plane. Okay. So these are some of the symbols. Then if the floral parts are fused, for example, if 5 stamens are there, okay, and it is fused, then how to denote it? First we have to show androecium, then you have to show it as 5, then you have to put it in bracket. That means the 5 stamens which are present in the flower are fused. Fused means we will show it in bracket. Fused means what? Joined. They are joined together to form a bundle. Okay. Yes, like this we can show it in bracket. Okay. Then we can show all these parts even in diagrammatic form. Okay, this is the symbolic form. Even in diagrammatic form also we can show it. Okay, how to show it in diagrammatic form? Separately calyx we have to draw it, then we have to show the corolla, then we have to show the androecium, that is stamens, and then the gynoecium, that is the carpel. Like that we have to draw it. In the next coming slides we can see the diagram of also. Okay, then if a part is attached with to another part, for example if a stamen is attached to the petals, then how to show it? Here androecium you are showing, before that you will be writing the corolla, isn't it? Then you can show a joining line in between these two. Okay, above this, like this you can show it. It can join like this also, like that you have to show it. That means it is attached. The androecium, that is stamens, are attached with the corolla. Okay, with the petals, like this we can show it. Yes, I hope you might have followed the symbols, various symbols which are used. Okay, now so the floral diagram also provides us information about the number of parts present in a flower, how these parts are arranged, and what is the relation they have with one another. Okay, so the floral diagram will give us that view. Even the floral formula also give us the information about the flower and the parts as well as how they are arranged. Okay, then the mother axis. Mother axis means the axis towards which the flower is positioned. Okay, that mother axis with respect to the flower can be represented by a dot on the top of the floral diagram. Okay, so when we see the floral diagram, you can see that on the top of that a dot will be kept which shows the mother axis. Okay, then the calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium can be drawn in the successive whorls in the floral diagram. Okay, calyx will be in the outermost whorl, then the corolla, next androecium, and then gynoecium. So gynoecium will be in the center. Okay, and the floral formula also tell us the joining between or the fusion between the similar characters or the dissimilar characters. Okay, that is cohesion and adhesion within the parts of the whorls or between the whorls. Okay, so this is about the symbols which are used for denoting each and every characteristics of a plant part. Okay, I hope you have understood this. Now we can see the family, one of the family, that is Solanaceae. The Solanaceae is commonly called as the potato family, and it is a very large family. And the distribution, if you see everywhere, it can be seen, that is tropics, subtropics, or even temperate zones. In all these regions it is commonly found. Okay, so Solanaceae is the potato family. Now when we see the vegetative characters, mostly they are herbs, shrubs, and rarely small trees are there. Okay, mainly they are herbs, shrubs, and rarely only they are trees. When we see the stem is herbaceous, that is normally herb in nature. Okay, it is not very thick and woody. Rarely it is woody. Okay, it is herbaceous stem is there, and rarely it is woody. Then it is aerial. Aerial means the stem is seen above the soil surface. Okay, it grows erect, aerial, erect. Then the stem is cylindrical, grows longer, branched, solid or hollow. That is, in some stem a gap can be seen, and that we say it as hollow. If no gap is there, it is solid. Okay, then hairy or glabrous. Hairy means small minute hairs can be seen on the stem. If you see there, you can see minute hairs will be there. That is hairy or glabrous. Glabrous means it is free from hair, or it will be smooth. Okay, glabrous means smooth. Then the stem can be underground. In the case of potato plant, it is underground stem. Potato scientific name is Solanum tuberosum. Okay, so this is the characteristics of the stem. Now when we see the leaves, the leaves are alternate, that is arranged alternately. If you see the figure here, you can see it. It can be arranged alternately. Here one leaf, the next leaf will be here. Okay, like that, one after the other it is arranged. Okay, alternate means what? Alternately arranged, we can say. Another definition is only one leaf arises from a node, that is called alternate. Okay, only one leaf arises from one node. So leaves are alternate. And simple leaf, it is not compound leaf, simple leaf. Simple leaf means it is having a single leaf lamina. It is not having many leaf lamina, only one single leaf lamina. What is leaf lamina? See, if you take this as a leaf, this is the leaf lamina. This whole part is the leaf lamina. This is the petiole. Okay. So it is having a single leaf lamina. So the leaf is simple, or it can be pinnately compound. Pinnately compound means here a main axis will be there, and on either side like this, feather like the leaves will be arranged. This is what pinnately compound leaf. Okay, so the leaves will be simple or pinnately compound leaf. Then exstipulate, that means no stipules are there. Then venation is reticulate. Reticulate, venation. What is venation? The arrangement of veins and veinlets on the leaf blade. Okay, if this is the leaf, in that you can see the veins will be arranged like this, isn't it? So the arrangement of veins and veinlets on the leaf is called venation. And what type of venation? This is reticulate venation. Reticulate means a network like venation is there. Okay. Yes, so this is about the vegetative characters of Solanaceae. Now next we can see about the floral characters. In floral characters, first when we see about the inflorescence, it is solitary. Solitary means the flower is single. You can see here single flowers are there. Okay. And axillary, in the axil of the leaf, the flower will be arising. So it can be axillary. Otherwise, it can be inflorescence also will be solitary means single flower, or inflorescence can be there. If it is inflorescence, it is cymose inflorescence. Okay, so that already you have studied what is cymose inflorescence. The main axis will be ending in a flower, and the younger flowers will be at the base and the older flowers at the tip. Okay, then the flower is bisexual, that is both male and female sex organs are there. Actinomorphic, we can get two equal halves in any plane. Okay, then when we see about the calyx, how many sepals are there? 5 sepals are there. The sepals are united. They are persistent. Persistent means throughout their life, that is throughout the life of that fruit, the calyx will be remaining. Then valvate estivation, the sepals will be attaching at the margin. That is, it will not be attached, it will just touch at the margin. Okay. Then corolla, petals 5 are there. The petals are united. That means it is gamopetalous. When it is united, we can say it as what? Gamopetalous. Then it also shows valvate estivation. Now when we see androecium, stamens are 5, and epipetalous. What is epipetalous? Stamens are attached to the petals. Now when we see gynoecium, bicarpellary. How many carpels are there? 2 carpels are there, and obligately placed. Obligately means in a slightly slanting manner. That is diagonal plane. In a diagonal plane it is placed. Then syncarpus. Syncarpus also we have seen. Then ovary is superior. Okay, bilocular. Bilocular means 2 locules are there. Then placenta swollen with many ovules. The placenta is formed as a swollen tissue, and many ovules are there, and they show axile placentation. Okay. Then fruit, when we say berry or capsule. Berry means it can be fleshy, or it may be capsule. Capsule means like a chili. Chili is a capsule, and berry we can say tomato is a berry. Okay. So this is about the floral characters. Okay. Now next, when we see about the floral formula, see the first symbol, it denotes what? It is actinomorphic, isn't it? Second symbol denotes it is a bisexual. Then K is calyx. five stamens are there, and in bracket means 5 united. Then C represents corolla, 5 carpel is there, it is united, that's why in bracket. Then A represent androecium. Androecium is 5 in nature, and above that a line is there, it shows epipetalous. Okay, then gynoecium, you can see G, how many are there? 2 are there, 2 carpels are there, they are united, 2 carpels are united, that's why in bracket. And below the G one line is there, it shows it is a superior ovary. Okay, now next is the family Liliaceae. Before going into the family Liliaceae, we can see the economic importance. So here when we see the economic importance of this family Solanaceae, they are a good source of food. For example, tomato, brinjal, potato, these all are food, isn't it? Then they can act as spice also. Chili is used as a spicy food. Then medicine, belladonna, ashwagandha, these plants are medicinal, are having medicinal value. And fumigatory, tobacco, it can produce fumes, isn't it? Fumigatory means they produce fumes, that is tobacco. And ornamental, for beautification, for example, petunia. These are the economic importance of this family Solanaceae. Now next is the family Liliaceae. So commonly it is called as the lily family. Okay, and it is a representation of monocot plant. Solanaceae is dicot plant, and Liliaceae is a example for monocot plant. This also is distributed everywhere. Okay. Now, when we see the vegetative characters, they are perennial herbs. What do you mean by perennial herbs? They can live for several years. Okay, the swollen structures can remain under the soil for several years, and whenever it is unfavorable season, the leaves will dry off, but the storage structure will remain under the soil, and when favorable condition, that is rain comes, it will be again sprouting out. Okay, so it is a perennial herb with underground bulbs, corms, and rhizomes. Bulb means example onion like. Corm means example this alocasia or colocasia, we can say. Rhizome, for example, banana, you take banana underground stem, not the stem which you are seeing above. All the three underground stem only. Okay, so all this are perennial herbs. Okay, then when we see about the leaves are basal. They will be seen attached to the basal part of the stem. Then alternate, only one leaf at a node. Linear, the leaves will be long. You can see here the leaves are long in nature, isn't it? So leaves are linear. Then exstipulate, no stipule is there at the base. Then they are having parallel venation. So in the previous family we saw it is reticulate venation. Here it is parallel venation. Suppose if this is the leaf, you can see the veins like this parallelly arranged. Okay, that is parallel venation. Venation means arrangement of veins on the leaves. Now when we see about the floral characters, in the inflorescence, the flower can be solitary. Solitary means what? A single flower, or it can be cymose, often umbellate cluster. What you are seeing here is a cluster. It is said to be as umbellate. Umbel is one type of inflorescence. Okay, so it is cymose. Okay, often what? Umbellate clusters. It will be forming umbellate clusters. Okay, then the flower is bisexual. If you see the flower character, it is bisexual in nature. That is both sexes are there. Okay, then actinomorphic. You know what is it? We can get two equal halves in any plane. Perianth. When we see the perianth, see here calyx and corolla are not differentiated. So they have perianth. If you see the perianth is formed of what? Tepals. How many tepals are there? 6 are there. Okay, and this 3 are arranged in the inner world, 3 are arranged in the outer world. That's why it is shown as 3 plus 3. That means 3 inner world, 3 outer world. Okay, then They are united to form tube-like structure and they show valvate estivation. Okay, what estivation? Valvate estivation is seen. Okay, now when we see the androecium, the stamens are 6 in number. Here also it is 3 plus 3 arrangement. 3 in an inner wall, 3 stamens will be arranged and 3 stamens will be arranged as an outer wall. Okay, and they are epiphyllous. That is, or we can say epitepalous. Okay, it is attached with the tepals. The stamens are attached with the tepals. I told one wall of tepal is outer region, isn't it? See here, this is one tepal, this is another, this is another. These three form the outer wall and these three form the inner wall. Okay, so if you see the stamens also, you can see here this stamen, these three forms the outer wall and this stamen forms the inner wall. That's why it is arranged here. We can say 3 plus 3. Okay, here also perianth also we are saying it is a 3 plus 3. Okay. Now, when we see the gynoecium, it is tricarpellary. How many carpels are there? 3 carpels are there. Then it is syncarpus and ovary is superior. Syncarpus means what? The ovary is united, isn't it? So, here the ovary is united or carpels are united. That is syncarpus. Then ovary is superior. Trilocular. How many locules are there? 3 locules are there with many ovules. Inside the locules, many ovules are there and it shows axile placentation. Okay. So the gynoecium is tricarpellary, 3 carpels, syncarpus, the carpels are attached together. Okay. Now when we see the fruit, it is capsule, just like what we have seen earlier in chili. I told it is capsule, like that here also it is capsule and rarely they are buried in nature. Okay. Seed is endospermous. What do you mean by seed is endospermous? Endosperm is present. Endosperm means it is a tissue which stores, it is a structure in which nutrients are stored. What is stored in it? The nutrients are stored and it is seen inside the seed. Endosperm actually is formed by the fusion of 2 polar nuclei with the male gamete. So during double fertilization, you have studied that 2 polar nuclei will be fusing with one male gamete. That is, one male gamete which is entering will fuse with the 2 polar nuclei which forms a triploid primary endosperm nuclei which develops into the endosperm. Okay, so it is a tissue which stores the nutrients in it. So the seed is having such a tissue which stores the nutrients. So we can say it is endospermous. Okay, so this is about the characteristic features of Liliaceae. Now when we see the floral formula, you can see BR. BR means what? Bracteate. That is, a bract is present surrounding the flower. Okay, the flower will be surrounded by protected by a structure, leafy like structure called what? That's why it is called bracteate. Okay, then what is it? Next symbol, it is actinomorphic, which shows radial symmetry. The next symbol is bisexual. Okay, both male and sex organs present in the same flower. Then perianth is represented by P, and how many layer it is seen? It is arranged in 2 layers, isn't it? 3 plus 3. This is the outer wall 3. Okay, and this is the inner wall 3. Okay, so we can say it is 3 plus 3 and they are united. You see here, attached. Okay, it is shown like this. This line, if a line is joining like this, it shows they are attached. So it is united. That's why we are showing it in bracket. Okay. Now, androecium, how many stamens are there? 6 are there. Again, it is arranged in 3 plus 3. So, here this one, and this one, outer wall, and the center inside one. These 3 are the inner wall. That's why 3 plus 3. Okay. And they are epiphyllous, epitepalous or epiphyllous. That is, they are attached with the perianth. So, we can say it as epiphyllous. Then gynoecium, 3 are there. Okay, this 3 you no need to show here. Gynoecium. How many are there? 3 are there. It is united. Okay, it is united. That means in bracket we are showing united. And what ovary is there? Is it superior or inferior? Superior ovary. That's why the line is drawn below. Okay, and this is the floral diagram. This one is the floral diagram. Okay, this is how we have to draw the diagram. Yes. Now, next we can see the economic importance of this family. So, when we see the economic importance, they are mainly used as ornamental plants. So many ornamental plants are there for decorative purpose. We can use like tulip. This is the tulip plant. Okay, tulips, gloriosa. They are used as what? Ornamental plants. Then some are used as medicinal plants. Okay. For example, aloe vera. You know, aloe vera, it is used as a medicinal plant. Then some can be used as vegetables. Asparagus, this is asparagus which can be used as vegetables, and here the leaves will be arising. Okay. Then colchicine, this is colchicum autumnale, this plant. So it can, from it colchicine can be derived also. Okay, a chemical substance can be derived from this colchicum autumnale plant. Okay, so these are the economic importance of this family Liliaceae. Okay, I hope you might have understood this.